So, how many people were positive for whatever you're looking for?
Okay,
605, right? How many total people? 1,000. So your sample population, or proportion, I should say, is 0.605. You with me there?
yeah.
That was tough, right? That was no big deal. Now it says confidence of the CI.
So it's,
Now, CI is 90%, right?
yes.
Okay. Now, Cambridge uses a different value than I do and so on. So let's just use their value. What did they say the Z is?
1.645.
That's the one out. Okay. So that means population proportion plus or minus what? Z times what?
Wait, what is the end of equal? 1.645.
See, I got 1.281.
Yeah, I don't know what they're using. To me, it's 1.645. Square root over the sigma over the square root of n. Now, the only thing bad about this one is it doesn't give you a sample. It's missing some data here, right?
Does that say n over p, or is that just p?
That's a p,
Okay.
because this one's a p2, right? That's your mean, so to speak,
So it's p plus or minus.
plus or minus, right? Because that's the interval.
No, you use the other formula where it's PQ over.
Oh, PQ, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
You don't need that.
PQ, thanks, you keep me honest. Square root of PQ over all n. There we go. So here we go. Just put the values in here. 0.605 plus or minus. Excellent. So P is what? 0.605? I'll get out of the way, don't worry.
Yeah.
Times Q, which is 1 minus that, over the number of people, which was what? Total.
1,000.
1,000. That's why we didn't have a sigma. Sigma was unknown. And whatever that comes out to be. Okay? Not bad? If you know what formula to use, this is nothing. Okay? And I still can't figure out really where they got the 4. I think it has to do something with that with that error.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing. It'll come to me later.
It's over 1,000.
Yes, because it said the number of total people, right?
Yeah.
That you tested. Not just the people that said positive for email or whatever it is, okay? And then it comes out there. And this is, says, you would say, well, we are 90% confident that the values will fall between blah, blah, blah.
Do we
Right?
have to say that?
If I ask for it. Because I'll say, interpret your results.
We are 90% confident that it is between the
What's between,
the interval? The mean.
or the sample population proportion, right? Because it's a P. And the same thing as the mean, I would take it, right? Because the survey just gives a value, right? And that's what we believe is going to happen. And then there's a fluctuation between either P or X bar.
Okay, so
Blah, 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 blah. It's all there, guys. I gave you, like, everything. I know. When you go to college, they'll get you want to know what the review is? I remember, you're going to like this, Mr. Tribble. I was taking cell biology, I had an A in it, right? Then I took genetics with the same guy's about that tall, right? I always had a shirt on. He looked like he was a nightgown or something. And he was like, okay, all right, class, ready? What questions you got? You should see their eyes like this. This amphitheater of people had them. All right, guys, what's your questions? They thought they were going to well, I'm going to come in here. He's going to tell us, and I said, you know what? I said to Andrew, I said, you know, if I'm a teacher or whatever, he's just a teacher again. She just looked at me like, again, right? So I said, I would never do that to my students. She says, like, no, you'd probably give them too much. What do you know? 2017, right? Yeah, that's all he said. He's like, what are your questions? I don't know. I have a million questions.
What are your questions? Where are your credentials?
right. Can you imagine going in there and then pop the bubble, right? Psh, go. So you guys know where you're going, okay? Remember, I got to give you a couple formulas, right? I'll give you the formulas, and I'll give you the Z's, okay? And if there's one, I think there's one Z you look up. I'll live with it, right? Me too. All right? Any other questions? How we doing, Caleb? Feeling better?
Yeah.
Yeah? Mr. Epler?
What's the difference with SE and ME again?
SE is standard error, ME is marginal error. They're both the same, they're intertwined. Sometimes you use the same in the literature. It depends upon the author. Okay? I know which one you're at. You're at the Cuddle Factory or something, right? The Cuddle Dairy Factory one? Yeah. And notice they see the formula that they use? Pretty smart as usual, okay? Anything else? Mr. Epler?
So you said the Cambridge ones we need to look at, and then you said was it from this worksheet, the ones
Yeah,
that we
that's
reviewed?
the Wemby one, the Sammy Baby one, yeah. About the designer or something.
So just those two worksheets, look at them?
Yeah, I think you'd be fine. No sample population, no mean and standard and that type of stuff, confidence intervals for both, and then know how to do this guy, and for fun, know how to do the end.
I didn't get that.
4 formulas, right? Aren't you happy to give this test today?
Yeah.
I'm not doing.
What?
I'm just more
The
confused.
way that's.
You don't overthink it. It's all there.
Plug and chug.
Exactly, it's all there. I know it's a lot, but I gave you everything so you can succeed, right?
No, it doesn't really like that one.
So which number?
Anything
is this
else?
worksheet?
Or am I okay? Well, that's arbitrary, right, to answer that question, right?
Nobody's okay right
No, that's all right. Don't overthink it.
I'm trying to figure out where they got this stupid stuff.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Ignore the 4 because he's not gonna do that.
All right, do yourself a favor and write these 4 things down that I'm going to tell you. Ready? Here we go. This is like, oh, he talked about that. He said that, right? Ready?
Yep.
No specific order.
Yep.
Unbiased estimate. Know how to do unbiased estimate, and then underneath a little dash, right? You should know unbiased estimate, how to calculate the mean, also how to calculate the variance and standard deviation. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Nothing to it. That's 1. 2. Ready? Or am I too fast? Tell me to slow down. It's okay.
What number was that one?
Number 1, just in my mind, unbiased estimates. Number 1 on the Cambridge. Hint, hint. Number 2, confidence intervals using X bar. Remember that X bar thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. X bar plus or minus C, sigma over square root of n, or sigma squared over n. Okay? Know how to do them? Interpret what the CI means. Underline. Interpret what the CI means. How to say it in 1 to 2 sentences. Not tough. How we do? What the CI means. Better know when you walk in, oh, well, that's just where, yeah. Don't tell me, well, that's where everything falls underneath.
Mm-hmm.
I will look for things wrong. Number 3, population proportion. Know how to calculate P, and know how to also do the confidence interval for P. Pretty good so far?
Wait, say it again?
Say that one again.
Population proportion, P hat, P bar, P hat, P. Know how to calculate P, know how to calculate the confidence interval in regards to P. Remember, it borrows a little bit like from binomial, PQ, win-lose, right?
So, and then know how to calculate the confidence interval using P.
Yes, and know what it means. Know what it means. Interpret it. You're up in the street, says, you know, what does it mean to be plus or minus 3 points of error on that sample of a survey of people that voted for candidate S and W, right? Finally, 4, know the sample size n. Know how to calculate the sample size n, given data, given information. And 5, put 100 on top test, right? Right?
Yes,
Any
sir.
questions? Mr. Eplin?
So are there any formulas that we're going to need to
I'll
memorize?
put them on the board,
Thank you.
and I'll also give you the Z's that I want you to use, other than 0.88 or 0.85. Not bad?
Yeah.
It's all there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it there up from the beginning?
Yeah.
We only have 2 weeks together, sad to say. I know you're dying. I know you can't take it. Okay? We're going to do hypothesis testing. We're going to prove liars. People that make bogus claims mathematically. Like, for example, you know, this person says that they can sell me something that's bigger than its container. Wrong.